What's good? All right. Let's get to it. Happy today to everybody. Wait for people to come on in. Another great episode of the Trail Boxing Talk. Really enjoyed it. Not Roger, what's going on, man? What's happening? Nino Brown in the DMV. What's good? Quest X, man. I really enjoyed that video I watched of yours the other day, man. Forget which one it was. I think you was the guy on ESPN that that said he couldn't show one of the forget. I don't watch ESPN, but I listened to what you talked about on that video, man. I enjoyed that. Nino Brown, DMV, Brothers UK, what's good? Dame Watson, what's going on, man? Joseph Brown, Almighty Law, Star City J, Super Sam Kennedy, John Williams, what's going on? JC, CB Sports TV, what is going on with you? Almighty Law, Brian Oyola. UK boxing is almost dead. Hey, man. Let me get done with this roll call, and we're gonna get on that because Dillian Whyte can forget a championship fight, man. You should have you should go to Twitter and listen to what people were saying on the Twitter feed about Deontay Wilder. These people they're whack jobs, man. These dudes are whack jobs. What's going on, Brothers UK? Salute Dame Watson, Joseph Brown, Almighty Law, Star City J, Super Sam Kennedy, John Williams, JC. Yes, sir. Almighty Law say DMV in the building. Brian Oyola. Yes, sir. We just covered that. Not Roger. Glad WBO ain't getting recognized. Man, that's going to hit them in that pocketbook. But we'll talk about that too. So what's up to everybody? Anybody that I didn't say what's up to yet, as I see you, I'll say what's up throughout the chat. Story was the case and his career on life support. Hey, man. It's been a bad year let's talk about this Dillian. Let's talk about Dillian Whyte, man. Let's get the elephant in the room, man. Dillian Whyte popped dirty before. It's not surprising that he popped dirty this time. The fact that they let that fight go on tells you that they don't have much respect for the life of fighters. It also tells you that who aired that? Did Sky air that there? They were about to lose a lot of dough by canceling that fight because they already sold a bunch of tickets. They sold tickets. They sold airtime. They paid for the venue. All of that stuff. They would have been out of money. So clearly, they value them not losing money over Oscar Rivas possibly being seriously injured by a guy that walked in there on performance-enhancing drugs. That's the first. It's the money. Because that's why it went off. The money. If they would have known that he was popping dirty earlier than that, they might have been able to call off the fight. They might have been able to plan around it. But they decided, look, man, we about to lose all this money. We about to lose the only other heavyweight that you had, man. All of the Matchroom heavyweights went bust. Like back to back to back. First it was what's his face? Big Baby. Then it's AJ. Now it's Dillian Whyte. Pretty soon Joseph Parker's gonna go pop too. And all they're gonna have now to fight is they're gonna have to make Derek Chisora. They're gonna have to make Derek Chisora and Joseph Parker fight each other back to back. Make them fight every 6 months for the next 2 years. Justin Marsh in the building. Much love in that super chat, sir. Rashid Muhammad, much love in that super chat, sir. Thank you. Joseph Brown, Dillian Whyte has sunk his opportunity in Matchroom Battleship. Yeah, man, they're not real, man. They're just not real, man. That's just complete UK fans. Let me talk to the UK fans. I told you. If you keep riding with Eddie Hearn is going to embarrass you. If you keep supporting liars and thieves, eventually they're gonna go. You supported the guy when he's out there telling all them lies about Deontay Wilder. You supported and backed this guy while he's out there ticket scalping you. Now I'm hearing AJ. You're saying that AJ has to go to the UK. The rematch with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz has to go to the UK because watch this. Because Andy Ruiz has to honor his responsibilities. He has to be an honorable person and respect his responsibilities, what he promised to do. You think so now? Do you think that he needs to go? Yeah, I agreed to go fight. I agreed to the rematch where you said the rematch is, but now you want me to go to somewhere where you just got caught having somebody get into the ring under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs? You knowingly did that? You think that I'm going to go there? No, I'm not going to go there. No. You're not setting me up. You just got caught setting Oscar Rivas up. I can't go. Because I didn't know the type of person that you were. Yeah, I agreed. You paid me some money to clean your house. Then the day before I go to your house, I look on the newspaper that you tied somebody else tied somebody up, put them in their basement and tortured them for 3 days. You think I owe you? Do you think that I need to honor my agreement to go into your house? No, because you showed what you do. We're gonna have this fight right over here. We're not having it, homie. We having it here or we're not having it at all. That's what that's the smartest thing that Dillian Whyte can do. Taj Wright in the building, man. Much love in that. Saying no way, man. No, because you're not trustworthy. You're not trustworthy. Things have changed. I found out that your promotional company is allowing your fighters who you know have tested positive for banned substances to enter into the ring without notifying the champions, the sanctioning bodies, and that the BBOC is willing to go along with it. No, I can't go because I don't have faith. I don't have faith that you're going to do that again. I'm sorry. I've got to rescind that clause, my agreement to that clause, because doing business with you would make it you're irreparable. You're not a reputable person. I can't do business with you. It's bad for my brand. No. Lil Pup Pup, try me. Funny. Lil Pup Pup. What's going on, Triple D, Texas? Who let Little Pup Pup in the chat? Who's Lil Pup Pup and try who? Man, this ain't BFTB. I'm not BF. By the way, if you're looking for a debate, I'm not Best Fight the Best. I don't debate you. I'm talking to people like Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. By the way, Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, I gave you a shout out in the video today. Ruiz is definitely not fighting in the UK. Bargaining power for the Hearn lowers again. It's done. And guess what? The PBC just dropped one of the belts. How about that? How about that? Like, nah, we don't recognize the WBO anymore, so we ain't paying no sanctioning fees. Andy, you got to drop that belt, dog. We ain't paying no sanctioning fees for that. Man, please let Andy Ruiz take that WBO belt and drop it in the can. It's not a real belt anymore. And I'm riding with that. It's not a real belt anymore. I haven't thought it was a real belt for a while. So I'm cool with that, 100%. Raider time in the building. Much love in that super chat, sir. Much love in that super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Sean Snowden in the building. What's good, Sean Snowden? Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped past something. Sugar Fantastic in the much love in that super chat. TC the Christ said people talked the Mayweather curse, but what about the Wilder curse? Dillian, AJ, Eddie, Povetkin, and Ortiz. His Ortiz got his ass knocked out. They better leave Wilder alone. Dog, if you're not clean, go away. And now none of this shit's going to the UK. People know that you see. That's another thing. You did that. Why would people put their fighters into a fight with you? No, Eddie. No, we can't do this. We can't do it. We can't do the fight over there, Eddie. And you ain't got no heavyweights? No. Sean Snowden in the building. Much love says, been a while. Salute for now, man. Salute to you, man. Yes, sir. It's been a minute. Glad to see you back on the channel. Man, sometimes I want to do some evening shows when it's open, like when the time open, just every once in a while. Not too long, because there's so many cats that got shows. But because in the evening time, I get to see subscribers I usually don't get to see in these shows, because I usually do my live streams in the morning. Johnny Gotti, what's good, man? You can't get a fair one over there. Heck no, we knew that though. Hold on, I am interested in. You said I'm in the UK. Hearns a scumbag. He's a serious scumbag, dude. Like on another level. Listen, pal. Dillian Whyte is a mature 31-year-old superstar. He wouldn't do such a thing. British Boxing Board is BBBOC. I don't know, whatever the hell that is you type. Clear Dillian Whyte. No, they didn't. They didn't clear shit. And on top of it, he already got popped dirty one time. So what do you mean he wouldn't do it? This is the second time he's done it. And he served a 2-year suspension for doing it. What do you mean he wouldn't do it? Oh, because now he's 31. He found the error of his ways. No, he would definitely not do that. Although he did. Get the fuck out of here. DK Andrews, can you explain the WBO thing, Fanon? Oh, yeah, absolutely, DK Andrews. All right, look, so here's the thing. There's a rumor. Much love, man. Look up for that Patreon. That's my man, KQKC. Please subscribe to KQKC Boxing. Here's the deal. The WBO is I'm just going to assume that, somebody out here don't know what the WBO is. The WBO is the World Boxing Organization. It's a sanctioning body. There are supposed to be 4 major championship belts in boxing. The WBA, the WBA, the WBC, the WBO, and the IBF. The PBC said that they are not going to be recognized in the WBO. Well, the rumor is, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. The rumor is that they're not going to acknowledge the WBO as a major championship belt, which means, according to them, there'll only be 3: the WBA, the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF. So the ramifications that I can see of that are this: that 2 of the major networks that televise boxing are Showtime and Fox. And in Fox, you got Fox, FS1, FS2, right? That because they deal almost exclusively with PBC, are not going to be paying any of those fees to the WBO. And Al Heyman fighters are not going to be paying sanctioning fees to the WBO to have their belts. They're not going to be paying money to the WBO to have their fighters ranked. And since the PBC has the largest numbers of fighters and put on the most fights on a fight card, that means the WBO's belts are only going to be getting shown they're only going to be showed on ESPN. That's it. They're only going to be shown on ESPN, the WBO belt. So it also means that Chris Crawford, according to the WBC, is not a major championship belt holder. If they do that, WBC is not a major championship belt holder, which means that according to the PBC and Fox and Showtime, if they toe the line, and I bet y'all better toe that line, would acknowledge the winner between Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, is a unified welterweight champion of the world. It also means, and the reason they're doing this, the WBO, the reason I think that they're doing this, hey, Fanon, they should let Big Baby Miller and Dillian Whyte fight, see who's the big loser. Dog, them cats, they don't even need to be able to fight anymore. But the problem, what's going on BFTB Boxing? So that's the problem. Now, here's the thing, too. It's all subjective about who a major championship belt is. Did you realize? Do you remember how Eddie Hearn was pushing for it when AJ had the IBO? How Eddie Hearn and these guys from UK kept saying the IBO, the IBO, the IBO, the IBO. And they tried to, and we had to I was every day saying it's 4 belts, it's not 5. It's 4. 5. Now, you take it down to 3, now we're talking. Skip the whole thing with about the, why. I can get into why too. Why is because it's whatever Bob orders. That's their organization. The WBO is basically completely aligned with Bob Arum. And I can prove it through examples. I can illustrate it in an example after example after example. Who's going to hold a WBO belt. It's going to be a top-ranked fighter. And Bob Arum has one top-ranked fighter fight another top-ranked fighter for the WBO belt all the time, which basically means Bob Arum owns the WBO because the WBO is getting all their sanction fees from Bob Arum. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Hey, throw that guy James LDBC out of here, man. Come out of here. That's what it is. So they're saying look, man, we're not even going to act like you're real anymore. And we're going to spotlight you by not acknowledging you at all as a major championship belt. And everybody can do that. That's kind of like a pound for pound belt, pound for pound thing, right? I'm not going to acknowledge Vasily Lomachenko is the number 1 pound for pound fighter on my list. That he's not that for me. I'm not going to acknowledge Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the greatest fighter of all time. That's Ali to me, or Sugar Ray Robinson to me. I'm not going to acknowledge that. Okay, so I can do the same thing for a major championship belt, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to acknowledge them, because they're not fighting everybody. All they're doing is that's the top rank belt. That's a belt that is completely aligned with top rank. And they might let a golden boy fighter here and there, or a matchroom fighter, or somebody like that. But they're never going to deal. But they never deal with the PBC, which is, let's be honest, the largest chunk of the major championship the major championships in the United States are held by PBC fighters. I should walk through how many major championship belt holders in the United States hold the WBO belt. I need to look at that. Deontay Wilder doesn't. Andy Ruiz doesn't anymore because the PBC dropped that. But they're going to try to give it right to Usyk, right? So the WBO would say, okay, I'll walk through it. So the WBO, but first though, look what the WBO did. The WBO did just what Bob Arum would order, or Eddie Hearn in this case would do. They order a mandatory for Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua winner, right? They order the mandatory for Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk has never even fought in the heavyweight division. Now, Andy Ruiz would beat Deontay Wilder, beat Anthony Joshua. He immediately has to give a shot to another matchroom fighter. So he goes from one matchroom fighter to another He's got to beat 3 matchroom fighters to get that out of there. And they would order it even though they know that you have a shot that he can fight for unified heavyweight champion of the world. Oh, DK Anderson says salute Fanon for breaking that down. Yeah, man, you tell me I went on too long? My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Crawford and Mal Herring finna be online today. They're not belt. Hey, if the PBC does that, dog, I'm already gonna say it. No, they're not. Sorry. Let's go through it though. I will walk through it though. Somebody asked me to walk through it. I will walk through it, and we'll see how many of these guys. I'm not gonna do the itty bitty little weight classes though, because I get sick of them little ass dudes. Like, come on, man. All right, where is the one that I like to use? Yeah, I like to use this boxing.lg. A list of champions. Okay, so All right, heavyweight champions, Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. They list Dillian Whyte as the interim world heavyweight title. They better strip that dude quick. Who's the WBO Bradis is not American. What's the W? Where's another W? Kovalev's not American. Kovalev is a top rank, basically a top ranked main event fighter. Saunders is the WBO at light heavyweight. I thought he was at 168. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm messing up. That's one below it. All right, so the WBO is Bradis at cruiserweight. Let's see how many of these guys actually hold. The WBO, Kovalev's not. Saunders isn't. Andrade, that's another. Munguia, Crawford, Hooker, Lomachenko, Herring, Valdez, Navrati. Navrati. Didn't Navrati win it? Navrati's top rank. Tete is not. I think Tete was with Frank Warren, but I think he might have signed with Floyd Mayweather. And now we're down to these little itty bitty dudes like Oka, Tanaka. Yeah, so most all of these are like, let's see how many top ranked fighters is this? That is Kovalev one. I know he's main event, but I don't think there's any PBC fighters that have a WBO. None of them. None of the PBC fighters have W, except for Andy Ruiz, and they're going to try to force to make him fight 2 back-to-back Matchroom fighters. I'm not sure who Bradis is with, but he's not in the PBC. Kovalev's not PBC. Saunders not PBC. Andrade isn't. Munguia isn't. Crawford isn't. Hooker isn't. Lomachenko isn't. Herring isn't. Valdez isn't. Navrati isn't. Tete, I thought Tete was Frank Warren, but I thought that he was partnering with Mayweather. At least I saw him with a Money Mayweather hat on, a Money Team hat on. So none, pretty much. Seems pretty one-sided, homie. He's top rank. Mark Ambrose said, respect, Big Bro Fanon. Love what you do for the boxing community. Just saw Mr. Leonard Ellerby in boxing. Who you got, Tank or Nunez? I got Tank all day, man. Much love on that super chat, man. See, that's why he might think. That's why you say he might think that they favor top rank. Or they favor top rank, favor Golden Boy, favor like Matchroom and Frank Warren. Because of all those belts, all those fighters, none of them have no PBC fighter holds a WBO belt. What's the likelihood of that? Where you have, I wonder if they even ever made him a mandatory. Like the WBC though is vacant. Wojciech, Durrell, see that's one. Durrell, Plant, and then you have Charlo at middleweight. Junior middleweight, Harrison, Williams. 3 of them, Porter, Spence, and Pacquiao. And then you have, I don't think any, but we have 2 Americans at 140. All right, yeah, man. Gervonta Davis after that. So, yeah, man, you can see why they might think that it's just pretty carefully aligned, closely aligned with. What's up, Hyphy? Oh, that's not the real BFTB boxing, huh? He wouldn't have a picture on there. That's not best fight the best. Why would he put his picture on the thing, man? Get out of here, man. Come on, man. You guys see, now I get to go in on you a little bit. Much love for that Patreon post there, KQKC. Man, now I get to go get on you, man. Oh, yeah. You guys are sorry. You guys are tough. It's hard on you, huh? It's hard on you, dog. Let me go on since I see y'all are here now. We got 178 in the building. We got 150 likes. I know you UK bums are here now and you're pissed off. Doug, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Matchroom owned the world. Just earlier this month. Wasn't it January? You guys owned the world. Now you got no belt. Now you got no heavyweight belts. Your other contender that for 600 days, I've been waiting at the number one position. And then bop. He pops dirty. He pops dirty. Now he's gone because nobody can make Deontay Wilder fight him. Deontay Wilder can petition the WBC to remove him as his mandatory because he is a two-time violator for banned substances twice. Deontay Wilder can write to Mauricio Sulaiman and say, I'm not going to fight him. Okay? You cannot force me to fight a repeat drug offender. I'm not doing it. Will you please remove him from the mandatory status and tell him to kick rocks? Mauricio Sulaiman will say, unfortunately there, Dillian, you did not let us know ahead of time that you had popped dirty. Therefore, we have to unsanction this. You've got to vacate. We'll make a special belt for you, though, Dillian. It is called the poo-poo belt, the booty belt, the boo-boo belt. For the shithead that got popped dirty right when he got what he wanted. Bye. It must be tough, man. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. Constantly. Phenomenal. What's going on, Rick Sammy? Much love in the super chat, man. He said, just showing appreciation for your breakdowns. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. I can't tell you how happy I am that I got this channel with y'all. And let me tell you something. There is shout out to my man, Black Fight Fan, 100 grand. I was on my phone yesterday and I got an alert from YouTube. And it told me to stop posting videos because there may be spam on my account. So YouTube, according to this note, told me not to make any more videos. Can you believe it? I was like, what? But I wasn't like, what? Because I had already read Black Fight Fan TV's community post warning me about this. They asked for my password and my YouTube URL and my password. Do I look like Dillian Whyte? I hope you say no. Please say no. Please say no. I don't want to look like him. YouTube don't need no password to get into my account, dummies. YouTube doesn't need my URL to find my account because they gave me my URL. And they don't have to tell me not to post videos. They will tell me you can no longer post videos, and they will tell me after they did it. So the next time one of you cornballs try to come to somebody's channel, just stop it, okay? And if anybody asks you for their YouTube ever comes to you and asks you for your password and says there may be something going on, dog, that ain't how YouTube operates. YouTube operates with a wrench. Bah! Sit your ass down for 3 months. And I ain't even going to tell you why I did it. They'll sit you down and they won't even tell you why. They ain't going to soft pedal you and tell you you might consider not uploading videos. Nah, I'll be uploading some videos. I'm uploading it right now. Stop cornballs. We ain't stupid, man. All right. But shout out to Black Fight Fan for the heads up. He said he sounds like a UK troll. How you pronounce that, man? Filching attack? Yes, sir. Absolutely, dude. Hello. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. I'm a lot of things. Stupid ain't one. But I would have maybe been nervous and wrote YouTube and did all that if I had not heard from Black Fight Fan TV, who told everybody about it. So if you ain't listening to what Black Fight Fan TV tells you about these things, dude, listen to him. That dude hooked you up. And if you gave your password up, because they asked you for it, just know that as soon as you give it, they can shut your whole channel down. They go right in there and just shut it down. Go right there, delete, and you will be waking up and your shit will be gone. You'll be like, what happened to my channel? Dummy. Can't get it back either. Expert Genius, best fight, the best boxing. What's good, bro? That's my man going on. Yeah, gone. Be woken. I wish somebody would ask me for anything. Exactly. Oh, there you go. Best fight, the best. And hey, who knows? Best fight, the best is in blue. Anyway, man. So back to the grind, dog. Joseph Brown in the building. What's good, man? Really, really, really appreciate your support. Let's get back to you, UK dudes, in your misery. Let me sip the black tears of UK misery. Didn't know that, did you? UK Eddie Hearn fanboys cry coffee, and I'm sipping on it. It's been a real hard year for you guys, man. From the time, and you remember the first one? What was Nonito Donaire? Can somebody remind me of the guy that Nonito Donaire beat from Matchroom? What's good, Expert Genius? Can somebody remind me of the name of that little itty bitty dude who threw his back out? That steroid-induced dude who threw his back out in a fight with Nonito Donaire. That dude dirty as a mug, man. Just looking at his little ass, I'm like, man, come on, man. Dog, you know perfectly well you doping, man. What is that little dude's name, man? What was that little dude's name, man? Somebody got to tell me what that little dude's name was. I know it's not Warrington. It's not Josh Warrington. It was somebody else. Cats can't riff like me. Shalambos Mark, since PBC won't recognize the WBO belt, would WBC, WBA, and or WBC or IBF rank the WBO champion in their rankings? If not, does that freeze out the WBO champion? What it does is this: it causes confusion, and it keeps money out of the pocket of the WBO because they're not going to give them any money, and they put on the big fights, and they're not going to honor their mandatories, and they lose, and it just murders their reputation, because that's the first time that has ever happened that I know of where a major boxing organization says we are no longer recognizing them as a valid organization because they are so corrupt. When boxing organizations are some of the most corrupt of the corrupt, and when somebody that is corrupt say, I can't deal with you, you're too corrupt. You're too corrupt. No, you're not going to break up. You're not going to force you're not going to force our fighter to not unify, but to fight some guy just in your rankings, which means, no, they got to go. They got to go, dude. WBO gives no mandatories to the PBC from Bob Arum's orders. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of them making one. Oh, yeah, Brad said, Fanon, silly dilly goes pop for the Peds. How do you rate Fury on this channel? First time watching him. I rate him as an excellent fighter and a duck. That's how I do. I rate him as probably the second best heavyweight and a duck. Said Ron Finger said Spencer Fearon was capping hard this AM. Capping on who? What is capping? Does capping mean lying or talking shit? You got to help me with the capping. And what my buddy Spencer Fearon talking about, dog? Making an excuse for his brother? Is he making an excuse for his brother? Dilly and the dope fiend to shoot in dope who don't know the meaning of water nor soap. What is he talking about? What's he talking about? Capping is lying. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. See, I'm an old man. Dilly and the dope fiend shoot in dope who don't know the meaning of water nor soap. That's him. Man, it's Slick Rick bedtime stories. Yes, sir. Hey, man, you remember how the beginning of that went? Something like, what? There was a young man not long ago when people wore pajamas and lived life slow. When Life was good and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good. There was a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. And I wanted to put shit like that be Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn, burying Eddie Hearn. Hey, and you, we gonna make some cash, robbing dumb folks and making a dash. I can't remember the last thing. Another and a sister and a brother tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. Dog, that's bedtime stories, dog. That reminds me the whole Matchroom saga over the last 2 weeks. He said, rob another and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. No. Oh, man, they got caught. They tried to rob a DT undercover. They tried to rob Al Heyman, dog. They didn't know. They tried to come over to the United States. They robbed another and another. All them UK dudes, and they brought that shit too far over, man. They brought it too quick. Said, for nah, you popping on silly dilly nights on the words. I'm telling you, that's him. That's him. Bedtime Stories by Slick Rick. Them little lion-ass dudes. Capping changed from the 90s to now. Oh, thanks. As I thought Capping was talking shit, was lying. Yeah, you know, I got my little thing. You know, I got a little sense of rhythm. You know, if I really wanted to. I really wanted to have a little rhythm about myself. I got a little rhythm. Speaking about Slick Rick, where is he now? Younger day, wearing a lot of gold, giving interviews on Vlad TV. Anyway, man, you know the boys be lying. You be lying. Oh, exactly. Sugar Fantastic. Man, I got to get serious, dog. You put that in there. Dadashev died, and Eddie Hearn out here trying to put fighters in the ring with drug cheats. If I'm Revis attorney, we eating Matchroom, getting Matchroom got me for M's. Hey, man, he didn't try to put fighter in their ring. He put him in there. He put that dude in there violating it. So did the BBOC. And they frauded the WBC. They frauded the WBC because they made the WBC didn't agree to sanction a fight that somebody popped dirty in. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. Much love in that super chat, man. Sugar Fantastic. Oh, and the other one is Eddie Hearn. Why you always lying? You are remember that song? Why you always lying? That is Eddie right there, boy. We could have a music festival to Eddie. About Eddie. Slick Rich ain't British. A British New Yorker? Hey, get out of here, man. I don't know what he took. He took something. He took something he wasn't supposed to take. For now, when do you think Gervonta should take on Vasily Lomachenko? I'd love to see him fight him maybe next year, 2020. Hey, Vasily. Speaking of Vasily, you better be careful with that Campbell shit. You better be careful with that Campbell stuff. Eddie Hearn's there. You know Errol Spence had to stop Kell Brook. Don't let it go to the refs, Vasily. Don't let it go to the refs. You're going to be looking like, what? What happened? Luke Campbell. You know they're going to try to rob you. Eddie got that home cooking. He's over the top with it, though, man. He over the top with it. Why no fights in the Midwest? There are fights in the Midwest. There's some fights just in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is the Midwest. And who was the dude that just fought up there? I keep forgetting his name. The welterweight, tall, thin, light-skinned middleweight that lost to Ordenis Ugas. Oh, he's a Brit? Okay. Hey. Good for him. Hey, that's what's up. I didn't know. I thought he's from you. I didn't know. You learn something new every day. Been there. That's even better. Yep, that's been better, dog. You Slick Rick claims New York, man. You know, I ain't never heard him say he don't sound British to me. But whatever, it is what it is, dude. I do remember them trying to deport him, and I definitely remember them putting his ass in jail for a long period of time. See, he from the UK. That's why he wound up being in jail. We don't pay that over here. We're gonna catch you. Oh, he's born here, but yeah. Okay, kind of like Lennox wasn't even born. It was Lennox born in Jamaica. Whatever, we don't play that, dog. Will y'all stop trying to steal? UK dudes. And I'm not talking about all the good UK guys. Man, as a whole, it's 73 million people over there. I'm sure there's a lot of really good fight fans, cats that are honest and true. But y'all getting represented by a scumbag right now, dog. Y'all out here looking real bad, real shady, real Fanon. UK fights that are clean are given a bad rep by UK dirty boxers that dope. Yes. But so do U.S. fighters. I mean, we got doping problems everywhere. Now, I don't think you guys, let me be real about this. I don't think the UK doping problem is any worse than the United States doping problem. People dope in the United States, right? Matchroom is an embarrassment. Matchroom is an embarrassment to UK. Eddie Hearn, it should be an embarrassment to the UK. I don't think UK boxing should be embarrassed. I think if UK people are going to be embarrassed by anything, be embarrassed by Eddie Hearn, because he came over to the United States and he showed his entire backside, insulting people, talking crazy-ish, not backing up the crazy-ish, lie after lie after lie. Then he comes over. He won't even let his fighter come over. He tries to sign of a bunch of U.S. fighters. A whole bunch of U.S. fighters give him the finger. Then he brings AJ over here. AJ gets knocked out. Now he's talking a bunch of crap about how he's trying to get the fight over there by the UK. He's negging and moaning and complaining about somebody ducking Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, once he gets everything he wants with the mandatory, all of that, celebration, boop, you pop dirty, and he covers it up. Dog, there's so many L's, dog. Hey, Lonely Prophets, there's so many L's. Eddie Hearn, put that snake out there. Oh, and here's another thing. He's making life hard on snakes. Okay? He's making hard for everybody that speaks partial tongue. That you speak with a forked tongue every now and then, you try to get slick with your words. Eddie is lying so much and he's doing it so much that everybody's picking up on it. When this dude responded on Twitter that let's be forthright. Let's be forthright. Eddie, you're lying when you use that. When you say forthright, I think he say forthright or for the record. What did he say? Let me go to the record. Read what this boy said when he lying. Eddie, why you always lying? Why you always lying? What, Twitter, and Eddie Hearn. Oh, to further reports. To further reports. That's not furthermore. To further reports, I can confirm that Dillian Whyte and Oscar were subject to extensive VADA and UCAD testing for their bout. Okay. Yes, Eddie. They were tested. We know they were tested. Okay, that's a true statement. Both fighters were cleared to fight by both bodies and the BBOC. Yes, Eddie. That was true. They were cleared to fight. And you literally just said nothing. You don't say to further report. You just confirmed half of the report. We know. That's what the article said, Eddie. You're not furthering the report. You just leaving out half of the report. That he popped dirty. Eddie didn't further a report. He just gave you half of the story. We know they were tested by VADA and UCAD. The story said that. We know that they were cleared to fight by the BBOC. First of all, VADA and UCAD can't, that's a lie. Because VADA can't clear you to fight. That is untrue. VADA cannot clear you to fight. VADA just conducts the test. They don't say whether or not you get to fight or not. It would be the British Boxing Board of Control that clear you to fight. Okay? I don't even think it's UCAD. UCAD, their testing agency that determines whether or not somebody can fight or not. They're just the lab rats. British Boxing Board of Control allowed him to go on and fight. So what? Did he pop dirty, Eddie? How about you further this report? What was it that he pop dirty from? He's trying to deny it. He's trying to deny it by leaving it out. You sneaky, lying snake. Snake, dog. Snake. You snake, dog. Spence was on with Ness and said WBC rep was arguing with white teams at Rivas fight. Oh, for real? Much love in the super chat. He says Spence was on with Ness and said Spencer Fearing was on with Ness and said WBC rep was arguing with Whyte's team at the Rivas fight. Were they just notified of it at the fight? I don't care. He popped dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. The only thing I care about, dog, because that's another cat. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Dog, I don't care. Did he pop dirty or did he not pop dirty? Did he have it in his system? Because if he had it in his system, that's enough. What did he have in his system is the question. Was it cocaine? Was it cocaine, perhaps? If it was cocaine, perhaps, he got to go because that's a stimulant. If it was some type of performance-enhancing drug like the stuff that Tyson Fury was on and Billy Joe Saunders was on that they got from Ben Davidson, if it's that, he got to go because that's a performance-enhancing drug. Doesn't matter. You pop dirty. You pop dirty. Deontay Wilder can do to Dillian Whyte what Anthony Joshua did to Luis Ortiz. What's that saying? What's good for the goose is what's good for the gander, right? What's good for the goose is good for the lichen, right? Deontay Wilder can turn around and say, just like Eddie Hearn did and Anthony Joshua did when they said, hold on. Luis Ortiz tested positive for something that was violating the WBA rules. We want him removed from the mandatory position. Didn't he? Didn't Eddie and AJ do that to Luis Ortiz and remove him as a mandatory from his WBA mandatory position? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So what's good for the goose is good for the lichen. Go ahead, Deontay Wilder, petition the WBC to remove him as a mandatory for testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs under the precedent set by Ass Juice. Do it like that. And yeah, I said it, Ass Juice. I ain't forget that nickname. Sneaky bastards. Always lying. Why you always lying? Spencer Fearing cared more about Dillian than he did for the dude who got hit with that pads. Dog, that's his job. That's Spencer Fearing's job. He's running interference. That's his job. He works for MTK Global. Okay? Is Dillian Whyte with MTK Global? Let us see. Is Dillian Whyte MTK Global? Because they a little problem too, because they on that dopey dope too. I don't know if he is or not. Oh, MTK Global, Whyte versus Rivas. Of course, Whyte versus Rivas, tag, Whyte Rivas, MTK Global. I assume he's with MTK Global. So I'm just going to make that assumption. I can't. Boxers. Oh, actually, boxers. Here we go. I need to know if he is a Heavyweight. Where? What? Choose weight. Man, this is they're gonna be redesigned their Nah, I don't look like he's with MTK Global. Because they don't have him listed here. MTK Global has Tyson Fury and David Price, Huey Fury, George Fox, Sean Turner. 2 Sean Turners. Dang, they got a terrible man. Hey, MTK Global, y'all got to get your website together, dude. Okay? Alphabetize some stuff, man. God dog. Y'all shit's terrible. Terribly organized. They should hair test boxers back to stop these cheaters. Anthony Gavin. He said all drug cheaters should be banned just like Wilder's brothers. Deontay Wilder's brother never tested positive for anything. Sorry to break your heart on that, but that was a lie. Actually, what it was incompetence, is what it was. That was some YouTube, that was incompetence on the behalf of some AJ fanboy channels who will remain nameless but suck. Because they went to BoxRec like some morons and looked up and it said suspended indefinitely, and they suspended indefinitely or till June, whatever. It was suspended and that the fight got overturned. And then they assumed, because they wanted to tear down Deontay Wilder, they lied to you and said that it was a performance enhancing drug. Let me say his fuckboy's name. Sporting Icons lied. He lied. Okay? And if that dude Jackman, whatever his name, reported it to, he lied to you. Because that was never published by the Texas State Commission. I called them. But more importantly, what I did was I looked at what the punishment was for performance enhancing drugs in the state of Texas. And did you know, dummy, that the first time that you get caught with performance enhancing drugs in Texas is a lifetime ban? The first time. So how could you have a 3-month suspension in the state of Texas when the ban for the first violation is a lifetime suspension? This is Texas, baby. They not playing. They believe in everybody walking around with guns in their pockets. Okay, all out in the open. You think they would mind throwing you up out for breaking their laws? This ain't no willy-nilly shit over here. So they lied to you, sir. They lied to you. Sporting Icons, I'll say his name. You lied, and you need an apology to Marcellus Wallace because you lied. You guessed, and you ran with it like it was the truth. And I don't think they never took that off. And you too, dude, who I used to rock with, and you got pissed off because I put up a video blasting. I didn't blast you by name, but you deserve to be blasted. Some of you guys just trying to get the news out there first, you suck. Okay? You guys always trying to get it out first. Oh, I can get this before anybody else can get this. Let me put it out there. Let me say this. And if you're wrong, you never retract. So I'm glad you gave me an opportunity to rub y'all face in that. Deontay Wilder's brother never tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug. The fight was a no contest for some other reason, completely unrelated to a positive drug test. And if you want to know, go call Texas and find out what it was. It's a Freedom of Information Act. A FOIA is what it's called in the United States. What's up, Fanon? I'm late, but I'm in here. What's going on? Hey, Riley, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, man? Y'all have no credibility, and you should have known they don't have no credibility. They ain't had credibility since they jumped on the Anthony Joshua bandwagon. Y'all jumped on that garbage ass dude's bandwagon, rode your whole channel with it, just rode the wave. Let me ride this wave, and then boom. That wave, all the shit just dropped. And now you stuck out there in the middle of the ocean because that wave ain't going no more. You thought the wave was going to push you all the way to another continent, didn't you? And that wave, the wind stopped, everything stopped, and now you just floating down on the rowboat, looking on your little rowboat, looking stupid for all the crap you said. By the way, how many belts? Can somebody tell me how many belts AJ has now? We told you the dude wasn't that good. Jeff, the producer in the building, much love in that super chat. But I said that dude's name because that dude told me. He told me, firsthand conversation in a chat that he was going to ruin Deontay Wilder no matter what it took because I told him you're not telling the truth. Said, man, what you just said is not true. You know that's not true. And he said, I don't care. I'm going to do anything I have to do to ruin Deontay Wilder. That's what that channel told me. And you guys ride with that dude. They're liars, man. They're liars. Liars. He told me that. I am going to ruin Deontay Wilder. I said, what you said is a lie. That's not true. You know that's not true. Here's the proof that it's not true. You know how I do. I'm not just going to say something's not true if I don't know if it's not true or not. But for example, you keep having all these Manny Pacquiao fans talking about how Manny Pacquiao is an 8-division champion. That's not true. Manny Pacquiao is not an 8-division champion. What are you talking about? I keep hearing you say it over and over. You can say it till you blue in the face. He's not an 8-division champion. But see, that's why if we keep saying that the WBO is not a major championship belt, we just keep saying it. We just keep saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it and have people exactly, DeBeer, eight belts, 6 divisions. No, who eight belts, 6 divisions? That ain't what they said. If that's the case, shit, I can get people with 8 belts. 8 belts in less than that. How many belts is Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford has 6 belts now. Terrence Crawford has 6 belts. 135, all four at 147. All 4 at 140 and 1 at 147. That's 6 belts in 3 weight classes. Come on, man. Cecilia Brækhus has how many belts did Cecilia Brækhus have? Cecilia Brækhus got like 8, got like 12 of them. No, dude, it's how many divisions? Not 8 divisions. No, he does not have 8. He fought in 8 divisions. He didn't even fight in 8 divisions. He fought in 6 divisions. Stop lying. He skipped 2 weight classes. He was at 112. He skipped 115 and skipped 118. You don't get to go to 112, go to 122 and claim that you won the 2 in between. Get out of here. Stop lying. You just don't even know. You just don't know. You're just repeating what you hear. Go look. Go look at his box rec and look what belts he won in. And I'm going to tell you what belts they're in. Because I get sick, seriously, man. That's like that Gennady Golovkin. That's that Gennady Golovkin crap. You guys just try to give people. 6 is enough. 6 is enough. Don't lie and say 8, but you don't know. That's what it is. You just don't know. Somebody else told you that, and you probably just ran with it. But I'll name them for you. Manny Pacquiao. What is that? One of y'all probably filching my channel right now. All right. Manny Pacquiao won a belt against his first major championship belt was in 1998 when he beat School, whatever his name is, at flyweight. Okay, so that's flyweight. No, flyweight boxing, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go through these weight classes. We're doing this today because I'm sick of y'all. Okay, weight classes in boxing. All righty. Let's go. You ready? Let's go. So he won the WBC flyweight championship. And the flyweight junior championship is 115 pound weight division. I think the peak is, 100. It says 114. I think this is wrong because they're on the kilograms. This is the wrong one. This is amateur. I'm sorry. Let me roll up. In professional boxing, all right, these tweener weight classes. Flyweight is at 112 pounds. Tops out at 112 pounds. So flyweight, he won at 112. His next championship that he won was super bantamweight. Super bantamweight is 122 pounds. Okay? So he went from 112 pounds and went from flyweight. He went from 112 to 122. So he skipped 2 weight divisions. So that's 2. Super flyweight. He did flyweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, super lightweight, and middleweight. So let's do these again. Flyweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. There might have been a 5th in there. I know that I might have missed one or miscounting, but it's 6 of them. 1, 2. Oh, it's 3 super featherweight. Then lightweight. Then junior lightweight. Then junior middleweight. Then welterweight, which is 6. It's not 8. It's 6. No, Margarito was 152, and that's not 154-pound belt, friend. And when he fought Margarito, let's go to the Margarito belt. That's 152 pounds, dude. That was 152 pounds, and he didn't even get the title because he never defended it. That's 152 pounds, dude. That's not 154 pounds, dude. And that would be 7, not 8. Stop. That's 152 pounds. And that's 152 pounds. That's not 154 pounds. Anyway, 152 is not a division, dude. 152 is not a division. Anyway, he didn't win 154. He didn't win a 154. He didn't win 154. 152. Okay, you want to give him that belt for 152? Okay. Anyway, we'll move on. Bro, weights for grade A fighters always. If Floyd fought at 152, I wouldn't give him a 152. I wouldn't give him a 152 either. I wouldn't give him a 152 either. But anyway, 6. The IBO. When did he fight for the IBO? Anyway, it is what it is. I don't think the crap matters anyway because half of those weight classes weren't even weight classes before. Canelo asked for that weight. Floyd, dog, 152 ain't a weight class, man. 152 ain't a weight class. But it is what it is. Y'all go with what y'all want to go with. Thanks, y'all, for y'all packed hours of truth. They count international and ring belts as world titles. Those aren't world titles. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. De La Hoya and Cotto. What about De La Hoya and Cotto? Yeah, 152. It's a weight division. It's a new weight division specifically designed for Manny Pacquiao. 152. 152. Get out of here, man. But, you know, it is what it is. But I should count those again. I'll count them again. Those are a lot of numbers on this boy, though. Tell you that. It's a lot of championship fights for Manny, man. Manny is a very, very, very great. He's a great fighter. There's no doubt about that, though. Fly, super bantam. Manuel Marquez for the feather. He had one at feather, super featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, junior welterweight. That's 7 in my book. It might be 7. But when somebody said they were counting the IBO, well, these WBOs don't count anymore. Now they got the WBO. Oh, hey, now you lose them, though. Hey, now the WBO is no longer a major championship belt. How many is it without the WBO? How many is it without the WBO? Because WBO ain't a major championship belt. He said the Santillian, what is that? Manny's a great fighter, period. No doubt about it. To say he's the greatest of all time, my opinion, is bias. Is coming from Manny. That's just ridiculous. I mean, that argument there, I have a hard time with that argument completely. But Manny Pacquiao's a great fighter. I mean, obviously, man, because he wouldn't have, he wouldn't have panned out, got where what if he was, man. It's 5 without, yeah, it's still great. I mean, I don't want to give somebody credit for a catch weight belt. That shit just to me is, we ain't making, I'm making that retroact. It never was a legitimate belt. Dude, the WBO has never been a legitimate belt, man. It's never been a legitimate belt. Finally, somebody's just saying it. They're just saying it. But it's never been a legitimate belt, man. The WBO has never been a legitimate belt. And this is why, come on, man. If Bob Arum can put it in his contract with Vasily Lomachenko that he's going to get Lomachenko a shot at the WBO belt, it's not a legitimate boxing. It's not legitimate, man. That should not be considered a major championship belt. It's just a trinket that they put on top-ranked fighters. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's a trinket that they put on top-ranked fighters. And I think it should be called that much. But, I can see the argument for you guys saying 7, okay? I can see the argument for 7. 7. That's a lot, though. But for real, it's just the WBO is a trinket. But Manny didn't win this. He didn't start off winning the WBO. He started off winning the WBC. I think he only had the WBO at super bantamweight. But really and truly, you've never been a unified champion. So really, the dude's been a title holder. There's not a lot of world champions. Alexander Usyk, active fighters, Terrence Crawford and Alexander Usyk are the only ones to hold all the belts. You can win a whole lot in the WBO. They count everybody else catch weight. They count everybody. I don't count anybody's catch weight belts. Unless you already held the belt. If you already held the belt, that's one thing. But a vacant belt at 152 pounds that you never defend because they just wanted the sanctioning fee. He never held the belt. He never defended it. He went right back and kept his other belt. Just come on, man. Ain't no catch weight belts, man. But anyway, it is what it is. I ain't gonna argue that Manny Pacquiao's not a great fighter because that'd be a stupid argument. Okay. I'm into making arguments. I have a lot of fun with arguments, but I think Drinkmore might have counted right. WBO is a second-rate belt, always has been. Yes, it's not. But Manny Pacquiao got a lot of WBCs, a lot of IBFs, a lot of WBAs mixed up in there. I can care less how many he got. My boy gonna be a champ. Quan 43. He's a great fighter, though, man. I mean, Manny Pacquiao's a great fighter. I'm never gonna make that argument, man. But he did duck Errol Spence, and let's be real about that, dude. Favorite boxing movie? $1 Million Baby. $1 Million Baby. Caught me on surprise, man. Caught me by surprise big time. I like $1 Million Baby. Oh, and also Raging Bull was really good. Manny did not win the title in the light welterweight, the IBO when he fought Hatton. Really? Oh, thank you. I thought I was going crazy. Thank you. See, that's why you hang out with folk. Thank you. That's why I love the channel, dog. Thank you. I knew I was like, what did I count wrong? It's the IBO. That's not a lightweight. He wasn't a 140-pound champ. Thank you. Thank you. See? Salute to you, dog. Because I was like, what am I missing? Because I'm looking at it at the same time. Thank you. I'll never forget it again. The IBO is not a major championship belt. Neither is the WBO. Gregory Whyte, for now, remember I've always been referred to the WBO as a damn trinket. Yes, sir, you do. It's a trinket. So, let me regain my fervor, drink more water. Boy, drink more water. You be taking some L's on this channel. So, before I roll off and go to KQKC Boxing, Fahim Sator, I just found out the IBF and the IBO are the only American sanctioning bodies. Maybe we should give the IBOs more respect. No more confusion. Okay, and the WBO is American because it's in Puerto Rico. That's American. No more sanctioning bodies. I can't do any more. No more confusion. See how hard it was for me to count Manny's championships? But you're right. It's back to me being right. 6. Because the IBO don't count. Thank you. So he has the WBC at flyweight. The WBC is super bantamweight. The WBA and IBF at super featherweight. The WBC at lightweight. IBO doesn't count. The WBO shouldn't count either. But he did get the WBA. So oh, wow. You know what? He just got his 6th because he held WBO. He just got his 6th. He didn't have his 6th till now because the WBO don't count. He just got his 6th. Y'all been saying 8 for years. He just got his 6th. And quite honestly, I think he only has 5. I think he only got 5. I know I'm going over my time, but I'm answering this for myself again. WBC flyweight, that's 1. Super bantamweight, that's 2. Featherweight, that's 3. Super featherweight, that's 4. Lightweight, that's 5. Welterweight, that's 6. And I'm not counting 152, dog, that he never defended. He never fought at the 154-pound limit. And he didn't keep the belt. So no. That's a trinket. Yeah, man. That's 6. WBO is the Tommy Morrison. I hope I become a real champ belt. Oh, that's right. It is Tommy Morrison, huh? But look, man, I'm going to get out of here. Much love to everybody in the super chat, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Again, I got to repeat, for people that are consistently on the channel when we talk about the non-boxing topics, please consider signing up for the Patreon. We now have 54 different talks up there. I think we're at 54 different uploads over there, and it covers a lot of stuff. I think it's 50. Is it 54? It's not. I don't think it's. Let me see how many uploads I got. I don't want to lie, but I'm pretty sure my uploads are getting there now. How many posts do I have on here? It's getting better. It's getting to be a lot more posts up here. Okay, yeah. I think I might have moved some posts, but we're getting up there in the number of posts. Okay. Just this month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We did 18 new posts just this month. So I think you guys will really like them. Eagle said, I will once I get a job, boss, with a tip. Hey, man, appreciate you, Ashanti Eagle Face. It's all good, man. Do what you can. Y'all want to see Racem go to any network live chat during fight week? Oh, man, they're crazy over there. 18 full support. Yes, sir. Oh, 18 full. That's what's up. All right, y'all. With that, I'm out. Peace.